Look at this. Isn't this insane? I've bought this together with my girlfriend and we're gonna hang this on top of the fireplace. Fucking insane. Okay, yeah, this was random, but welcome to the video. It's good to connect. In this video, I might hurt your feelings a little bit, but by no means am I here to spread any fear. You live your life like you desire. But if you have dreams for yourself, as in getting in amazing shape and cultivating a more present mindset, which has a unique perspective on the world, then my job here is to solely confront you on what is going on and why you're not there yet. Now let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Guillaume, which is a very hard name to pronounce for English speaking. But as a kid, I was bullied my whole school and I didn't have any confidence or any friends, and it does something to your mentality. It creates a lot of traumas, as in you need a lot more when you grow up, and that's what I realized. And I got over that, but it made me want to get in shape, and I also started reading philosophy books at a very young age. And I got myself into the army, and I served about there for 5 years, and I loved it. It was really amazing. Got a lot of discipline and stuff, and shooting guns is actually quite nice. But right now, I'm a full-time online coach that gets entrepreneurs and busy men, as in career-driven, in amazing shape, and cultivate more mindfulness into their life that will help them with their presence, how they are perceived by other people, and also just the mindfulness will help them into the decision making, which will inevitably direct their career, their life, their family, their whatever. Now, if you want to see some results, then go ahead and check out my Instagram. Now, not to keep you waiting any longer, I will get to the juice of the video. But in order for you to understand what I truly want to bring over to you, and you're gonna have to be open-minded about the things that I'm about to say. I might just go into avenues such as spiritualism or really hard discipline, as in this military-like. But overall, when you stay through the end of the video, you will realize what you need to do and what you've been lacking so far. And within your own position, you'll realize that you're actually capable of so much more. Whatever lifestyle that you desire is fully possible. And that might be in the way that you look or the way that you behave. So there's a lot of young men and women in their 20s and their 30s that just are not willing to sacrifice. So if I have to be fully honest with you, the last 4 to 5 years, I've been sacrificing my young years to be in a position that I am right now, and I'm really grateful that I've done it. If I have to go back, I'd say, if you can, push even harder. But you have so much drive, so much energy, so much potential that you can actually see what your body and your mind is actually capable of. But a lot of people limit themselves and they'll think oh, that's for the future. I'll just enjoy my years now and live young, which I fully understand. And if you want to live young and do stupid stuff and go party a lot, I understand. I completely do. But I've also been training people that are in their 50s or in their 40s, and they always tell me that they should have started sooner. And the thing is, even in your 20s and your 30s, it doesn't take a lot of time to actually be in better shape, but the overall quality of your life improves. Let's say you do go partying or you do go out with friends, you'll be able to do that with a body that is actually down. This is nice, and you get compliments. To be honest, it feels good to get these compliments, but you should be doing it for yourself. And I see a lot of men and women, and actually it's regardless of the age, just lose their potential. And I can see it in them. And sometimes it makes me really frustrated or even sad to see these people that they could be so much better, but it's not as in better. When you see someone that, let's say, is either really skinny or either really fat, and you just know that if these people get in shape, they would look so good. And that is what I want to bring over to you. And this is not only for the physique, but also for the mindset and the habits that you're doing. Let's say this is what I want to tell. Let's say you like to play the guitar, but you're always partying, you're always, let's say, wasting time because you want to enjoy your 20s and your 30s, and the guitar is just laying around there. You could be a musician. You could be a famous musician. You could be the person you want to be. And this is what sometimes frustrates me, as in you have the time and you have the potential to do these things, but you're just not willing, or you just don't let yourself do these things. And that's it, you know exactly what to do, but you just don't do them. And here's the thing, when you do decide to actually do it, which is amazing, you all of a sudden, you become this researcher. You start to perfectionize a lot of stuff. And before you actually taking any action, you keep having these hour-long conversations with ChatGPT if it's, you know, worth your time trying this method or doing this kind of workout or doing this kind of meditation style. And you could have done it already. And to be honest, I've suffered with this in the past myself, not to get in shape. Getting in shape for me was, I had a deep reason why I wanted to get in shape, because I was bullied. And in these 2 months that I got in shape, these 2 months was actually, it was hard because my mom took away all my multimedia, as in gaming, even my piano, my Netflix, if that was already then, any habit that entertained me. Because I had bad grades at school and we made a deal. So I didn't have anything to do, and she couldn't take away me getting in shape. She couldn't take away me doing push-ups and sit-ups in my parents' bathroom. It was the only thing I did for these 2 months. But I had a deep reason why I wanted to do that, and when I got back in school, everybody looked at me differently. And that's when I realized that I can take control over certain aspects of my life. But I didn't research anything before I got started. Yes, sometimes I looked at workout videos to say like, okay, how do I have to do this? But when you take action, you get data. And then upon that data, you need to refine. But don't start refining data of other people that took action. Do it yourself and you'll make way more progress and it'll go way more faster. Whenever someone gets into the program, I just tell them like, this is what you're gonna do. This is what workouts you're gonna do. These are the habits. This is the nutrition. And I'll hold you accountable so you'll actually do it. And then all of a sudden they get these results within the first week already. And they're like, damn, I feel so much better. I feel so much more productive. I'm in the flow. I can actually do the things that I tell myself to do. And that is taking action. It's simply as that. I push people to take action. But let's say that you do come to this part. There are still traps everywhere. And these traps are distracting you. And it's habits. But that doesn't mean you should give away these habits. If you do, you will turn insane. And you will inevitably self-destruct. Meaning that these habits will take over your whole life. It's like someone that wants to stop drinking, right? They know it's not good for them. And they stop in like a hard stop, right? They're saying, oh, tomorrow I stop drinking, boom. They don't have this stimulation anymore. Their subconscious is so programmed that this is the way they should live. And they will turn insane. They will have all these feelings and these emotions rise up because their ego tells them like, this is who you are, you should be drinking. And then they do, and then when they do, it takes up everything of their life. So instead, you should control them. Me, I like gaming, and I could be gaming for 10-12 hours straight. I could be doing that, and I am not going to give that away. It's not that I am gaming for 12 hours straight, but I control these habits. Let's say, 1 hour after all my hard work, then I'll do it. But what you need to stop doing is associating bad feelings with these habits. Let's say you feel bad, then you'll start smoking. Let's say you feel bad, then you start drinking, you start gaming, you start biting your nails. Whenever you start feeling anxious, you start to associate these feelings with these habits. And then every time you have that feeling, it's like a cue. It's like it sets something off in your brain. It's like a chemical reaction, and you'll do the routine. You'll have this immense craving. But that doesn't mean that you should quit these habits. You can have vices, it's okay. Not everyone needs to be perfect. I hate these people saying, I don't have any vices, but that's not true. Who are you when no one is watching? That's the real truth. You just gotta stop associating bad feelings with these habits because we are habitual people. But some habits give you immediate gratification and some give you delayed gratification. And it's really important how you structure your day. So if you start doing these immediate gratifications in the morning, you will lose your potential. You will lose everything. Your battery is just drained. Not as in drained, but doing hard things will be impossible. Delayed gratification is working on your business. It is working on your career. It is meditating, it is reading, it is talking to your partner even. It's in the habits that, don't give you this immediate boom. But when you're on your phone, you're just on the slot machine and it's like the next hit after the other, even with any habit that you're doing that just gives you this immense feeling already, then you've just ruined the rest of your day. You can't get it back unless you do a hard reset, which usually is me. I go into the ice tub, or I take a cold shower, or go for a long walk, or I go for a long ass meditation. And when I get out of that, I've done something so hard that I just like to work. I just like to do these habits because it gives me something. But it's really important when you time doing immediate gratification and delayed. What I like to do is delayed the whole morning throughout the afternoon, and then at night I have my immediate gratification. That's when I'll let myself doom scroll. That's when I let myself game. That's when I let myself do stupid stuff. I'm human too, but I'm in shape. I have a good mindset that gets me success, and I like training people in the same way. But that doesn't mean that I don't have any vices. I'm not perfect, man. I'm not Superman. No way, no one is Superman. I've been in the military and I've seen people be the best version of themselves, but they have vices. They all do. And if you see someone on social media saying that you don't have any bad vice, they're shitting out of their ass. So deep down, you know you want to have this potential, but it might be that you're just chasing that instead of attracting it as well. And this is a big mindset shift. You first need to become the person that is worthy of receiving it. And the receiving comes from delusional faith. You have so much faith that the things that you're asking for will come to you. It's like you let your hand in front of you and there's a butterfly coming to it, but when you try to attract or try to chase the butterfly, it will go away. It's the same with a cat. I like to use that example. But the funny thing is that the things that you want will come to you if you have this delusional faith. Because here's the thing, your subconscious cannot differentiate what is reality and what is not. So your thoughts, what you're thinking on a day-to-day basis will create reality. It will. And if you visualize, or manifest as they say, you visualize the life that you want, your subconscious cannot differentiate what is reality and what is not. So it will do anything in its power to create that reality. And if you like to take it from the scientific side, your brain will shift its paradigm and start focusing on the opportunities that will get you to that reality. Because it's the only thing that you focus on, right? Now, manifesting your ideal lifestyle, is that a joke, right? Does it really work? It solely depends upon you. It's what you believe. It simply is that. If you don't believe that it won't work, then it won't work. It's simple as that. But I had many occasions whereas it kind of scared me, as what I actually asked for came to me because I had delusional faith that it will be that way. And then these things came to my path and I just had to grab it. It was like a butterfly coming to my hand. And even being in the military, being confronted with the real reality and what the world is going through, I still believe. But after all, let's say you visualize, you manifest what you want and you feel grateful that you've already achieved it. That is being delusional, that is being faithful. Faith cannot be measured. You either have it or you don't, and that's it. But after the manifesting, you need discipline. And you're going to have to do stuff that you're just not familiarized with, and the ego doesn't like that. You have this ego that tries to protect you. It has an identity. Every habit that doesn't really is within your range, what you've been doing so far is within your comfort zone. Your ego will shoot thoughts into your brain as in, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But regardless of how you feel and how you think, that is when meditation comes into play. Regardless of how you feel and how you think, you act. You do that stuff anyways. And that is when discipline comes into play. Of course, sometimes you can be burnt out, and burnout, I think, is like a real thing. But even through this kind of burnout, you start to realize a lot of stuff, and it doesn't mean that you should stop chasing it. It doesn't mean that you should stop doing these habits. It's when you get into a workout and you feel your muscle burning, it doesn't mean that you should stop. It's the same for the mind. The mind stretches as well. Of course, you need rest, 100%. And that is why I like to game. I like to just brain rot anything, you know? And that is when I deload. I can do the stupid shit now, but that comes after like really doing the things that is in alignment with the vision that I have. And you should act the same. You should plan every single day your priorities that is in alignment with what you're manifesting. You should prioritize that every single day. And you need to have an accountability partner. It's either a coach, as in me, a family member, or a friend. So overall, regain control over your bad habits, as in not attaching any feelings to it. When you feel like that, go for a walk, do something else instead of chasing these bad habits. Doesn't mean that you can't do them. You can still do them, but when you can control them, right? You need to have delusional faith that the things that you're asking for will work out. But you gotta take action upon the priorities that you set yourself to do each day, and do these things regardless of how you feel or how you think, backed up with accountability. And also be careful when you have immediate gratification. If it's in the morning, you're setting yourself up for failure. When you grab your phone, you're done. It will be impossible to do a workout or even meditate. Scrolling on TikTok, it gives you these emotions, like these scenarios, all this random stuff, like it's a gambling thing. Not a gambling, but it's a slot machine. Imagine yourself sitting down and doing nothing. Your brain won't like that. Your brain won't say like, damn, what are you doing now? It'll be so hard. Now, if you know that you have the potential to be in amazing shape and cultivate a more present mindset and a view onto the world, a unique view, but you just need the guidance and accountability to get there, I would love to be your coach, but I do not work with everyone. First, we need to see if we resonate with each other, like both. And that is why I like to have a call before we actually take action, and I will leave the link down below. It was good talking to you, and I hope that this video was valuable, and I'll see you in the next one.